Hey guys, Jester here. Today I'm going to be going over Module N1 against the Cult of the Reptile God. This adventure takes place, they start off in Hakak. That's a city in the Grand Duchy of Geoff. It's in between the Dim Forest and the Whitewood Forest. They travel they get their supplies and everything, and they travel east to the small village of Orlane. Okay, and Orlane is where this adventure takes place. Now, if you are playing in the world of Greyhawk, depending on what timeline you're using and what year you're playing in, keep in mind if you are using the Wars timeline, then Geoff got overrun by giants. So unless you are playing this adventure prior to Wars or after the redo of the Giant series, where they do the liberation of Geoff. If you play, you can place this after that. But otherwise, if you're not doing the Wars in your campaign, then you can place this at any time period that you like. Excuse me. So anyway, I like this from the get-go because it's very reminiscent of T1 Village of Hamlet, in that it has the entire village on the inside cover. I love that. I wish they had done that with Saltmarsh. But alas, that did not happen. So anyway, what you've got here is in Orlane. What's happening here is you've got a bunch of cultists that are supposedly worshiping a reptile god, but in fact it's a spirit naga. And they are under her spell. The ones that have, well, the people in the cult are under her enchantment, and basically they are kidnapped in the middle of the night. They are dragged off to her where she charms them, and then brought back to town, and they perform the cult duties while carrying out their daily lifehood functions. If they don't succumb to her enchantment, then they are caged. And so anyway, the player characters they venture into the town. They start talking to the villagers. Some of the villagers they are conversing with are actual cult members, and so it should become very apparent that something's not quite right. And so this is basically an investigation type module. They are going to have to investigate and find out what's going on in this town, and then go out to where the cult actually is their hideout, and go up against the spirit naga. And so that's basically the outline of the module. It's an adventure for character levels 1 through 3, and the thing that one of the things I like about this is that it has a timeline. The cult is not static. They have things that they're going to be doing regardless of the actions of the PCs. Right from the beginning, it tells the dungeon master that, you know, being that they're such low level, and this is supposed to be a first edition module, um, you had to train at the early levels in order to advance in levels. And in order to do that, you had to go find somebody that you could pay to train you. Well, there's nobody in this village that has that ability. So if the characters want to be trained, if they want to advance in level while they're doing this adventure, then they're going to have to go back to Hawk and find somebody there to train them. And if they do so, while they are gone, the activities of the cult is going to continue. So when they get back, there's going to be more villagers that have succumbed to the cult, and things such as that. I like that about Dungeons and Dragons Adventures, that the activities of the bad guys go on. That you don't have a room with goblins just sitting there waiting to be killed. They're going to be moving about. That's you know, goblins aren't in this module, but that's just an example. I like that kind of a module rather than just, you know, you have a room with a monster and the monster never leaves the friggin' room, and it just waits to be killed by whoever comes by. You know, I don't like that kind of module. So props to Douglas Niles, the writer of this module, for doing that. And let's see if there's anything else in here that I really want to talk about. I don't think so. You've got the map in the middle that has the dungeon once they get to the cult, and you've got the interior. You got the interior of the two inns in town, which is the Golden Grain Inn and the Inn of the Slumbering Serpent. The local church in Orlane is dedicated to Marika, which is a agricultural god, and so I like that they incorporated a different god than what you normally come across in the produced products in Greyhawk. My main character is a worshiper of St. Cuthbert, and St. Cuthbert is huge throughout the printing of modules and in Greyhawk in general. But the fact that they used Marika, which is not a well-known god in Greyhawk, and I'm not really sure if there was anything else even produced module adventure-wise with him in it. I think it's her. Pretty sure it's her, but I could be wrong because I don't know that much about it either. But I'm glad that that's done, because more of that needed to have been done. More of the lesser known gods needed to be more fleshed out, in my opinion, in the early editions. But in any case, there you have it. Here's another great piece of artwork on the back cover. And so yeah, there it is. I know it's short and sweet this week, but just wanted to give you guys a little bit of knowledge of what it's about. It's a great module, but you can find out how great it is by picking it up and having your players go through it. I got this pretty cheap online. You can find the old school stuff for relatively very good prices if you just have patience, which I do, because I don't like to spend a lot of money on stuff. So in any case, there you have it for this week, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell. Share to all your friends so they can enjoy this content as well. And if you want to support me, you can purchase my novel, The Book of Prophecies. It's a fantasy fiction novel, very, very, very similar to what this channel here is about. And so make sure you pick up a copy. Either it comes in hardback, paperback, and ebook formats. You can find the links to those on this channel here in the About section. You can also find the same links by going to my Facebook page, James Richmond Author, and go to the About section there. And links are there as well. So again, that's how you can support this channel, because I don't have a Patreon account or a tip jar. So again, thanks for watching, guys. See you next week. And until then, and as always, see you soon.